Are we live?
Yes, we are. Niti, are you excited for this live?
Extremely excited and a little nervous.
And yes, we have messages coming.
So excited for this.
As we are.
I see Stuti
Stuti.
there.
Who's Stuti?
Puneet is here. Hi, Puneet.
Hi, Puneet.
Okay, should we get started?
Yes, we can.
Hello and welcome to another live talk session with us, your hosts for today, Niyati Karir and Vishakha Gupta. We are very, very excited for today's live chat.
Yes, and we have a very special guest. She is super talented, very multifaceted, and is going to share lots of information, which is, I hope, going to be very helpful. So take down your notes and get ready for a very exciting session.
Okay, we'll just invite. And let's get Stuti on board.
Hello,
Go.
what's up? Am I audible clearly to everybody?
Yes.
Perfect.
Perfect. Hanji.
So I think, guys, just to get started, let me tell you a little about Stuti.
A
A little about Stuti because she does so much and she's so talented. It's difficult for me to put it across briefly, but I'm going to try. And I'm going to refer to my notes because that's how talented she is.
Too much.
It's too much. So she's a photographer, a graphic designer, a product packaging and design expert, a calligrapher. She makes creatives the most amazing creatives for stages. She is also into carpentry. She is a marketing and design expert, and she creates amazing props. So whatever you need anything help for, Stuti is the person to go to. She's currently running two brands, Mesquiteers and Say Hey to Art, which we will learn more about in our chat. So yes, Stuti, are we ready for the live?
Hi. Of course.
Yes.
Hanji,
How are
Hanji,
you
of
doing?
course. We are ready for the live. I'm doing
Okay.
great.
Okay, amazing. So should
Abhi, I
I
was
start?
doing a photo shoot. Yes, of
Oh,
course.
you want
Start
to
your
tell us
questions.
about just a quick chat before we start?
It's nothing. It's just a normal product shoot. So this time we
Okay.
are shooting ghee.
Shooting ghee.
Yeah, it's more about healthy food products and keto diets and all that.
Wow.
Okay. Awesome. So I think let's get the audience to get to know you more. What is Mesquiteers? What is Say Hey to Art? Would you want to elaborate a little bit on that? And what is it that you exactly do in these two ventures? Just a
So
little.
Mesquiteers is something I started somewhere around 12 to 13 years back now. And like I just got a random gig in a mall that please come and help us, take a few origami workshops. So I said, okay, I'll do that. And so I started taking the workshops, and eventually the workshops became really famous over there, and it really became bigger than what one person could handle. So there was one fine day we had around like 70, 80 people just walk-ins, and then we had around 600 queries for the next one. So the mall people were like, oh, this cannot be handled over here. So I said, yes, we should stop this. And during the span, what happened was a few restaurateurs, a few food connoisseurs kind of spotted me, and they just asked me if I could design some origami decor for their Chinese bistros. I said, why not? Sure. So that's always been my key, that never say no to a new project, to something new that's going to happen. And so I said yes to that. And we made, it took me like, I think around 2 months to make like those 18 feet of lampshades. So it was 666.
Oh my
So we
god.
did that lampshade. It was installed on the aisle of that bistro, and that was just the first thing that I did. And then everybody started spotting me near and around, and so I got into food and restaurants. Then I met Bhavini. So Bhavini also, just she was also like, let's do this, that, that. So we did quite a lot of things with her. then the journey just started, going either udhar idhar udhar. So we did a lot of work with a lot of people, and I travel a lot, everybody knows that. So I did a lot of work just while traveling also. Like I would pick up random projects if somebody just needed help. So there was this one incident that I was in Germany, and this old lady, she was redoing her own house. So she was a craftier like me, so I just had a chit chat with her randomly on the road, and she's like, can you design me a organizer? I said, why not? Sure, let's do that. So I stayed at her place for like 3 days, almost the whole day, and we made a few organizers. We designed her whole craft room and everything. So these are all random things that I keep doing. And Mesquiteers, initially, it started as a craft workshop school, but what it eventually turned out was into brand strategy because, while in the process of designing for so many people, I realized that people were not able to execute the designs properly. So, it started bothering me too much that why aren't they able to get out the results that, like my design carried. So I did too much of research on the materials, on how things are made, on what are the sheet sizes, what are the materials, like each and everything, like the grammage, the composition, everything. And in the process of learning that, my designing became much more executable. So now, eventually, what I started was I started to, culminate everything together, and whenever I would design, I would offer a service to execute those designs. So eventually, the products that came out started becoming more and more real and more, they were much more execution friendly. If I did not know, suppose I'm designing a signboard and the signboard is of 10 feet in size, there is no material, there is no base material that is available in that size. So I have to design something which will have pieces aligned properly so that the result does not change. So you have to keep everything in mind. So these small things that became my USP, and eventually that's what happened to Musketeers. And after that, what I did was I did a little more study in the field, and then I ventured into design strategy only. So these days we are just doing design strategy at Musketeers. So design strategy is basically aligning your audience to who you are. So if suppose you are Apple and you look like a Motorola, you will not sell. And if you're a Nokia and you want to look like Apple, you will not sell again. So you have to find your correct niche, and your design is the only language that can communicate without you communicating through it, right? So your design has to be something which really, really subconsciously trains your audience in telling you who you are. That's what we are doing right now with Musketeers. Now say he to art. All right. So say, so say he to art is basically something I just started during the lockdown. I saw a lot of my friends in distress and people who were suffering financially and everything. So what I tried to do was that let's make a platform where first of all people can collaborate. After collaboration, usually collaborations are associated as non-paid gigs. So it does not have to be like that. So I'm just kind of creating a safe space where people can collaborate with different multiple uh, fields of arts, and they can do work for each other and they get paid in return. So suppose, and these are basically streams that I'm fine tuning, like which ones to pick for whom. Like Vishakha is a good content writer and she's a dancer as well. So who is better than Vishakha to write content on dance, right? So if I have a project of designing a website for a dancer or for a dance studio or for a dance company, I can just, get Vishakha on board, and there's a solution for that. Normally, you don't find these solutions. So there has to be a common platform where you can find these solutions. So this is what I'm trying to do with Say Hey to Art. So dhire 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 dhire, Right now, like we are launching, all these merchandises. So all the artists who are
Can you
associated
show
with
that
me,
to us? Wow.
they are going to get uh, their art featured on this, and everybody gets a royalty on these merchandises. So they don't have to go through any investments. They don't have to go through any process of, getting into manufacturing, understanding where to go for what. I just launched the product. It sells on e-commerce websites. We are working on rigorously to expand our e-commerce segment so that they can generate money out of this. So it's going to be a wholesome 360-degree approach for all artists so that they can come and collaborate with us on this. So that's what Say Hey to Art is all about. Plus, there is a segment on Say Hey to Art where I'm also interviewing a few artists, and these are only those artists who are making a good, decent living out of it, so that you get to know their journey and you get to know how you can be there. Meaning, suppose Bhavini is running a studio, there's a certain business structure she has, there's a certain pricing structure she has. So probably, one day we both discuss about it and all of you get some input out of it. So it's very important that, these talks educate people that these fields are all sustainable uh, gigs for artists, and they can actually make a good career out of this. So that's the main goal of Hi, Anjali ji. Anjali ji is the motivator behind, I think, so many art groups. Like she's been, pushing everybody to do things every day. All
Wow.
right. So this is the base of Say Hey to Art. Rest, you guys are free to ask me questions.
Okay, someone from the audience sent us this question that this pandemic period has been challenging for all the artists, and they're curious to know that what kept you moving? How were you so motivated throughout? How did you come up with Say Hey to Art, and what encouraged?
So so let me just give you one brief thing that I have all. It's my life's motto to learn one new thing every day, regardless of whatever it is. So it could be something as simple as writing the alphabet A in 5 different scripts. That's it. I can just take out 10 minutes of my day and do that one new thing. So that's what really keeps me going. And it's been a good journey for me because I get to share a lot of just in the process of learning how to write 5 A's, I get to experiment with 5 different tools. So the moment you have a tool in your hand, okay, the tool has its own story. It can help you do any damn thing. So, like if we talk in terms of dance, you have your resistance bands, you have your weights, you have your aerials. It's just a tool. You guys are the real thing. So, if the moment you get a tool and you start experimenting with it, you will definitely be able to do something awesome, right? So for me, it's always been about, learning how to use a new tool or just any random thing it could be. So that's it. So you just learn one new thing, and that's what I wanted to educate people also about. I have met so many people from different, especially artists, who are very stern and stubborn with what they are already doing. Like if you've mastered this, they don't want to try this. That's fine. It's a good thing. You mastering something. But if you learn more things, you get to a point where you can create magic. You can do so much with that people will not be able to understand. Oh God, oh, how did this happen? That kind of a feeling. And that's what really excites me, and that's what keeps me going to, learn something new every single time.
Awesome. So on to the next question, if I may. You work a lot with clients. You have many clients. You're constantly working. Even before this, you were busy. So, and you feel very strongly about passive income. So even though you're working constantly and you have current income flowing in from different people, you still are very passionate about creating incomes for other people and the word passive income. So let's
Correct.
break it down for our audience. What is passive income, since that's one of the major topics of our talk today? So what is passive income? Why do you think it's important? And more importantly, how can artists tap into it?
Yeah. So first of all, let's define what are passive incomes. So eventually you are working for your passive income as well. So first let's address what is our normal income. Normal income is our bread and butter, something that our daily hustle, what we, just wake up to do, and there is some fixed amount of money that comes to us out of it, right? Passive income is something that you have once invested your time in it, and the beauty of it is it keeps coming to you. It keeps coming. It's just there. So, you can plan your travel, you can plan your buying all the gimmicks, all the tools, you can spend that money on your fancy stuff, you can spend that on your own education. So that's some extra money that you can make. It's not a lot, but it is a good amount of money. So let me put some maths for all this. So if suppose you make a FD, a fixed deposit for 10,000 rupees, you're getting a 5% interest on it. How much is 5%? It's nothing. So the point is, अगर हमने इतना एक साल के लिए पैसा रोका, we stopped, we invested the money somewhere, and what are we getting out of it? Nothing. So you need to learn, first of all, how to save money. Second of all, how to invest it. Third of all, how to increase your passive incomes so that, except for these financial institutions which are not so stable, you can make, keep getting a lot of money. Like personally, I sell a lot of photographs in stock. I sell a lot on Shutterstock. So Shutterstock is paying me something like 4 or 5,000 a month. But now I have a good stock, which is a good amount of money. I know people who during the pandemic could not even make 1,500, 2,000 rupees. So this is something which I'm not doing for anything at the moment, and it's just happening for me. Secondly, you can sell content. You can, because the world has gone digital, you have so much to give. And all these are passive incomes which you don't have to pay attention to every single day. So even in, once a week, even if you take out 2 dedicated hours to work on your passive incomes right now, especially at the age of, 21 to 25, if you start right now, just imagine where would you be by the time you are in your 35 and 40. Just by being consistent with it. So it's very important to have passive incomes, because everybody is saying nobody expected a lockdown for almost 2 years, and 2 years for a lot of people without any income was way tough. So those things really need to be thought out of. I never suggest people to save a lot of money. Save 10% of your money. Spend like kings. Whatever you've made, you've really earned it. So enjoy that money. You don't know if you are alive tomorrow, but the thing is, if you are alive tomorrow, you should not be in a suffering state. So save that 10%, right? So it's just 10%. Just imagine if you're investing 500 rupees every month. So how much is it in the end of a year? It's around 6 grand. 6 grand plus your interest. So, if this keeps happening every month, so in 1 year, you have 6 into 12, around 50 grand is in your account. So it's just 500 rupees, just one Starbucks, and you can be rich after 5 years. Oh, genuinely.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. So, these are the things that you really need to understand. So passive income comes from few resources. One is your actual active resources, like, selling content, selling graphics, or selling photographs. There are n number of industries you can, vouch for. And then it's your investments, how you plan your money. So during the lockdown, I was still in my account was always, ringing with that 25 grand that I was investing for the past 10 years. So I was still getting my 25 grand, right? So it became a good income for me, and I was never under stress that I don't have money, Although my business was almost shut, I was not doing anything monetarily, but still I had money. So it's very important to understand your finances, and important to understand how are you going to create more finance for yourself, right? So I think let's go to the next question. This was some gist about passive incomes.
So just a quick follow-up question on that. There are people who may not be multi-skilled. So
Vishakha, you're not audible.
Repeat that again. Hello?
Not audible.
Oh,
now it's okay.
okay.
Sorry.
Shoot.
Are you audible?
Huh.
Yeah.
What?
Huh.
So I was just wanting to ask a follow-up question. So the in addition to investing our money or saving money and then investing, the other ventures that you said, maybe selling photographs, writing content, there are many other people who may not be versatile with other things. They may not be, they may be very good with a certain dance form, but beyond
Mhm.
that, clueless. So what can you say to that?
Look, it's impossible to believe that somebody is not good at any one thing. All right. You will be good at one thing for sure. It could just be making food. It could just be organizing your cupboards. It could be something as simple as, taking care of kids. It could be it could be anything. So you just have to find that one thing that you like to do and you're good at. Everybody has that one thing. It's impossible that nobody does. It is possible you have not accepted or figured it out yet, but everybody does have that one thing. So for me, my thing was always learning. So I will do anything to learn something new. The moment I come to Bhavni studio, I get to see a lot of things, right? So that's where I'm still learning over there. It's not like I don't have to go and dance over there, but I can learn, right? I can learn more about how the body moves, what is movement, what is therapy, what is the zillion things that you just learn over there just by sitting there subconsciously absorbing. So you just have to find your thing, like what you're good at. So if you're good at dance, there's so many things you can do. Like the other day I was talking to Rajan at the studio. So he's a very good event organizer. He understands, the timing. He understands how to package things. He understands how to. He's generally good at organizing things. What about we start calling him your event coordinator? Isn't that a good profession or income for him? It is. Like Shiv. Shiv has a very good way of teaching flips. I tried to learn a flip from him. Yeah, I was not able to do that. But still, he's good at teaching. He knows what makes you do the flip correctly. So why can't he go on YouTube and teach flips? Right? So you just have to find your thing. You just have to, just understand what I can do for somebody else. And especially, if you're making online content, be the giver. If you just give endlessly and let people really understand what is the catch, if you are able to make people connect with you through that catch that you have discovered through your personal experience, I can tell you you'll be somewhere in some time. All you need is consistent. So see, that's very important. It's impossible that nobody has that thing. Everybody does. People can just have a thing of how to irritate people. See, those people make content on pranks. See, and they're good. They make a lot of money out of YouTube. Although they're very bad pranks, whatever. But people just need to find their thing. It could be something. I'm just giving you examples because people don't understand that this could be my thing. It could be any random thing, right? So just find that, and in the digital world, you can be anywhere. You can you have the whole world to explore when you go digital. When I'm making products, I'm still in one confined four walls. But the moment you've gone digital, you are there in the whole world. You have the best world instructors teaching you everything. Like, it's very impossible for me to think that if somebody really wants to do something and is not able to do in this period of time, it's on them. It's nothing on anything else.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
This morning, only Bhavni ma'am was sharing with us that there was this project wherein you made around 2,500 props in 1 weeks. And me and Rishi, we were looking at ma'am like, what? So, you would like to share that?
Yeah,
That's
it was 1 week because, like after a lot of work with corporates, I became very stringent on the payment terms. So unless I got the payment, I did not start the work. Earlier, I was very soft on this and I would be like, "ठीक है, आ जाएगा." But then, after that, I was very stern and I told them that if you don't give me at least a week, I will not do this. So they made the payment. See, everybody, the moment you are, you need to also figure out how to deal with people. no matter who they are, you have to take your stand because you are special and there is something you're offering and there's something they want. And why not just be okay with what you charge? So we should do one session on how to price your art. That is very important. I think all the artists really need
I
to
would
understand how to price it. So, but we'll not discuss that today because this will never end. And that is something that I'm planning to launch also on Say Hey to Art, how to price your work. So that's very important. And I think that's about it. So Kuch Bhi Nahi Tha said they wanted those props, so I just managed my time. I organized, okay, this after this after this. The best prop that I think in that thing was those glitter wings that we did. So I have
around
never made
300
any
wings,
sort
no?
of wings, and I was just like overthinking it. Ki, should I put wires? Should I put this? How will the lights be installed? This, that. And then Bhavni's like, Stu, why are you overthinking this? Why don't you just cut out simple wings out of foam? I was like,
My
oh,
question is,
yes.
how did you manage to make
It was
2005
just time
props?
management, yeah. Organizing skills and time management, they can get you anywhere.
But wow, working alone must have been really hard because you
I
were
was
single
not
and
exactly alone. I have two brothers. I exploit them sometimes. So they were helping me, and I called a few kids for some craft activities. But still, 2,500 was a lot to do in 1 week. But we did it. It's okay. If it's meant to be, it happens.
I like your spirit.
She's so chill about
Chilled
it.
about
I'm like,
things.
mm.
So what will the panic do? Will the panic help it? No?
Agreed. So you said that the world is open, the sky is the limit when it comes to digital content. But
Correct.
there is also a difference between good content and bad content. So
500 props in 1 week. And
single-handedly.
me and Vishy, we were looking at ma'am like, what? So you would like to share that
Yeah,
is
it was 1 week because, like after a lot of work with corporates, I became very stringent on the payment terms. So unless I got the payment, I did not start the work. Earlier, I was very soft on this and I would be like, "ठीक है, आ जाएगा." But then, after that, I was very stern and I told them that if you don't give me at least a week, I will not do this. So they made the payment. See, everybody, the moment you are, you need to also figure out how to deal with people no matter who they are. You have to take your stand because you are special and there is something you're offering and there's something they want. And why not just be okay with what you charge? So we should do one session on how to price your art. That is very important. I think all the artists really need
I
to
would
understand how to price it. So, but we'll not discuss that today because this will never end. And that is something that I'm planning to launch also on Say Hey to Art, how to price your work. So that's very important. And I think that's about it. So Kuch Bhi Nahi Tha said they wanted those props, so I just managed my time. I organized, okay, this after this after this. The best prop that I think in that thing was those glitter wings that we did. So I have
around
never made
300
any
wings,
sort
no?
of wings, and I was just like overthinking it. Ki, should I put wires? Should I put this? How will the lights be installed? This, that. And then Bhavni's like, Stu, why are you overthinking this? Why don't you just cut out simple wings out of foam? I was like,
My
oh,
question is,
yes.
how did you manage to make
It
2005
was just time
props?
management, yeah. Organizing skills and time management, they can get you anywhere.
But wow, working alone must have been really hard because you
I
were
was
single
not
and
exactly alone. I have two brothers. I exploit them sometimes. So they were helping me, and I called a few kids for some craft activities. But still, 2,500 was a lot to do in 1 week. But we did it. It's okay. If it's meant to be, it happens.
I like your spirit.
She's so chill about
Chilled
it.
about
I'm like,
things.
mm.
So what will the panic do? Will the panic help it? No?
Agreed. So you said that the world is open, the sky is the limit when it comes to digital content. But
Correct.
there is also a difference between good content and bad content. So how do we know what content are we making? Because I see so
See,
much
there is
content.
no such thing as no, Vishy, there is no such thing as good or bad content. It is all about what works for you. It's just about what are you willing to sell and what works for you. I have never judged a person for bad content or good content. If it is solving a problem, if it is answering a question, it is content and it is good for the one it answers to. It's just that simple. So you have to figure out what questions are you answering. That's the most important thing.
But
So
if
if you are
it's
getting,
not doing
bolo,
anything, if it's not
what
doing anything, you know what? If it's not doing anything, if it's not solving a purpose,
is
I am
is
here.
it making you money?
Yes.
Then it's okay. The point is, if it is making money, there are people who want that content and who are absorbing it, right? So
Definitely.
it's okay. It's okay. It is good content. See, you have to be clear with your purpose, and that's it. If you're clear with your purpose, it's that's all you need. क्या हो गया?
I was just about to call it out. Yes, yes, we're listening, definitely. So if it's okay,
That's all.
Stuti, we have a request for you. Both of us are huge fans of your calligraphy. Would you like to do some live art for us? Is that
and for
possible?
the audience.
Of course.
Is that,
Kar
oh
le.
my god,
What do you want to do?
anything,
What do you
whatever.
want me to do? Should I write your names? Should we take
Yes.
name requests?
Yeah, we can
Yes,
take name
yes,
requests from our audience. So
Okay.
first people who send in their names, we'll
So
take
let's
that.
just take 4 or 5 name requests. Do you want to do
Wow.
it a little later or do you want to do it right now?
I guess we can do 2 right now.
Okay.
Wow.
Awesome.
So first name we got Shreyas. Shreyas.
Oh, hi Shreyas. How are you, Shreyas?
And another name we got Pratibha.
Can everybody see this?
Yes. Oh my god. Yes.
All right. Let me just arrange this a little more. Is it clearly visible for everybody?
Yes, looks good.
So what is the first name that we have, Shreyas?
Shreyas. Wow.
Puneet is also seeing me. And then we have Neha.
Just tell me if I'm going out of the frame, right?
Okay, super. Don't worry. You're out of the frame. Works. That was quick.
Can you give a clearer picture?
She'll do it after this. Oh wow. Wait.
I'll send a picture here.
And the next one is Pratibha.
PRA,
Yeah.
right?
Correct. Pratibha. That's awesome. Oh, we're getting so many names now. Everyone wants their name. We got Neha, we got Puneet, we got Silky. But I guess you can do one more name and then we're good to go.
We also have Puneet.
Yeah. We'll do one for Puneet for sure.
Ah.
Also, while you're at it, I would like to tell the audience that you also designed our logo for UDC, which is Ursula Dance Company, which is a
Yes.
beautiful logo.
Puneet. It's a single N or a double N?
Yeah. Nor can I.
Is it a single N or a double N for Puneet?
Single.
Double N, no? Oh.
N double E होगा ना?
PUNEET. Correct. Single N.
Wow.
बोलो बोलो जल्दी बोलो.
You can
Silky. Puneet says single.
Single?
Puneet is single. Puneet's gonna kill me now.
They're saying so beautiful. Thank you.
I guess there should be one live chat with Stuti wherein she's just making and all of us are just watching.
Yes.
Someone says
Shreyas.
very confident strokes.
That must be Shreyas.
Yes.
By the way, Shreyas is an amazing artist. You should check his feed.
Arushi says wow. Niyati, she Can you write mine?
I guess she's gonna do that now.
Thanks.
So beautiful.
Oh. Beautiful. Thank you, Stuti.
Thank you, Bhavya. Should we get back to the talk? This could go forever.
This is so beautiful.
Wow. So also, guys, we also have a not live, but a giveaway happening at Musketeers. So if you buy some of our products, we are going to get a 50% cashback if you send a DM of the screenshot of the order to Stuti's page. Yes, Stuti, do you want to a little
To
bit on
say
that?
hey to Art.
Say hey to Art, not on your page. Okay.
So guys, we'll be sharing links, like if you go to our Amazon page and you buy anything, the moment you review it, we will send you a cashback via Paytm, GPay, whatever you have. The whole purpose of doing this is that we are here to support artists, and there are a lot of artists who were involved in making our products. So we need a few reviews for them. And do help us, just give us a review on the stickers that we are giving to you for 100% cashback. And there are a few merchandises that we are giving you for a 50% cashback. The only condition is that you have to buy it before 12 today, like midnight today. So whosoever is doing that, please, just do it right away.
And we'll be announcing the results tomorrow at 12 o'clock then.
Yeah.
Wow. Can we also
Thank you, Pratibha.
Can we also do this? Can we also order and get a discount?
Of course.
Sure.
Awesome. Also, if any of you have any questions, please feel free to type in and we can take them up. Please name the brand again.
Say hey to Art.
Let me type in the Amazon link.
Yes.
And we can pin that comment.
Super.
That's it. So please remember the 100% is just on the stickers and posters section. Like it's not all through the, we don't want the artists to go bankrupt.
Yes. So moving on, okay,
Yeah.
let me ask, what is the importance of networking and why is it so important for artists to be out there? I mean, I
All right.
know friends who are really good, but just because they lack certain skill sets of how to socialize or how to network with people, they're not able to monetize it, or they're not able to go out in the field. They are very good, they are doing their own work, they're happy with their own work, but it's not really bringing that kind of appreciation that we all want as artists.
Correct. So, again, I would like to share that we are all blessed with the digital world nowadays. Like, we don't really have to be socializing everywhere. So, if you do want to do something without showing your face here and there, or you are not very confident in talking about things, get online, find your niche over there. Number one, you're not, like networking with people. So that is one, jugaad that people can do. But the real thing that in my 12 years of experience of being an introvert and everything is that you should definitely go out there and talk to random people. That is where you will find the best stories of your life. You'll find the most amazing things happening to you just by meeting new people. So I just met Bhavni at the gym. That's it. And today we have done so much of work together. It's not like she knows, like I have never spoken to her much about my work, but I've never said no to what she wanted, right?
Yeah.
So it was just that simple. So, you have to be available. You have to be someone that people can trust especially when they're making art. So just imagine that you are decorating your room. What kind of an artist would you want to decorate your room? You would not go for someone who's not a happy person, or who's not a person who vibes with you, right? You are always looking for that vibe that goes with your own personality. So the moment you step out, you learn. Today I'm learning so much about you guys, right? So it's just that simple. You just go out and you just sit there and you can just be there and talking to people. That's it. Networking is super, super important. Right now, if you read the business magazines and something about how to run a business, everybody is talking about this new business style called the community business. Puneet is building a beautiful community, right? So it's not intentionally that he would want to monetize, or take money from people, but then if people see the value in that community, they want to support. So I am associated with Raghunita and Sonali. They run a calligraphers community. And I can't tell you the tremendous amount of work these two put into it. So just in order to support them, we kind of do a lot of work together. It's not always about the money. It's just about like how can you support someone else grow. After a certain stage in your careers, you will understand the importance of making people grow. If people around you are not growing, nothing is growing. मतलब कुछ हो नहीं रहा. You're not going anywhere in your life. So the moment people around you start growing, you'll feel that amazing satisfaction that you did something useful. So that's really, really important. So networking is super important. If you don't know new people, you will not get new ideas, you will not get new work, you will not get new assignments. I don't think anything is going to work for you if you are shying from networking. And if you are a shy person, please get online, talk to people on chats. You can do a zillion things. Go on Clubhouse, man. Like you just have to speak. It's that simple. You don't even have to get ready or look at people or whatever. And you can just go there for like 1 hour and then cut off from life. Like, I don't want to talk to more people. I've done that. So that's okay. Meaning, that's fine. But be there, be at the right avenues, be at the wrong avenues. Just meet new ideas. It's don't look at people like people. Start looking at them like ideas. The meeting everybody is a new idea that you get.
Very insightful. Thank you.
Would you like to share a little more about your journey, or maybe about your mentors or all the people who guided you?
Oh, mentors. Like I have been blessed by good mentors. So I'm a classic school dropout, you can say. Like just after school, I dropped out of studies because I was into biotechnology and things did not work for me there. So I just, dropped the mic. Okay, let's forget this. Let's do something else. And I started working at an export house. So I went into fashion design and I did a little bit of, let's understand what's design and all this. I did like 5 or 6 shows in Bombay and all that. And after that, I realized that, this is not for me. This is not my thing. I'm too practical for fashion. So, okay, I divulged. So after that, this origami thing happened and all that kept on happening. So the point is that you really need to figure out what uh, you can do more with, your career. Can you just rephrase that question? I think I lost track.
A little bit about your mentors and all the people who
So
guided
my
you.
mentors, right. So first mentor that I had was my school sculpture teacher, Rawat sir. So Rawat sir, he was a magician. I have always seen people doing magic shows in front of me. So he was the one I became so confident about making props. So I remember that I went for his first class. I was in probably class 6, 13, 14-year-old. And he gave me, a big chunk of clay that do something with this. I was like, kuch, matlab, give me a topic, like what to do with this. I don't know what to do with this. So he's like, make a mother and a child. I said, okay. So मैं लगी रही आराम आराम से. I was just doing that. I was doing that and doing that. And so something came out of it. Then the whole class is doing it and he comes on my table and he's like, you understand anatomy. I was like, what the fuck is anatomy? I don't know what is anatomy. So he's like, कहता कोई नहीं ठीक है this was fine and this happened. So somehow I became curious about sculpture and started going to his classes. So he would never tell me what to do. He would leave me out there and he would be like, just do it. And that spirit he kind of instilled in me forever, that just do it. Like if you're in it, you'll be able to do it. I'm like, okay. And then one day both of us made a sculpture with a it was with thermocol and styrofoam, and that was like a 20 feet sculpture we installed on the school gate. So he just had me and him, just two of us, we did it. Doing things like this under, just a person who knows what he is doing, that's where you really get to, be good at something. You understand that हो जाएगा देख लेंगे, मतलब you lose that problem about like कि नहीं हो पाएगा या something like that. And then after that, it's always been my mom also, like my mom and my younger brother, like both of them, they've kind of subconsciously always kept me inspired on a lot of things. So she herself is an artist and she too is somebody who can do anything with everything. So it was, just like subconscious training with her. And then in calligraphy, like I was with Bhavini at the launch of the Creative Indians, and Inku sir, his actual name is Inku, and Inku sir was doing this calligraphy thing. And I just saw him and I was like, oh God, what is this thing happening? Like, how is it happening? Like, just one pen and this is just like moving around and, creating art. And this time I was never into painting or, like all these were not my real things. So I was like, sir, please teach me. And then he launched his course, I think, after 4 or 5 years of that day. And I attended his courses. I did the same course like 5, 6 times because I knew that my problem with not being able to doing the practice was an issue. So I just went for his classes like a lot. And then sir was like, now you're fine. You don't need more classes. I said, I know I don't need the class, but I just need to practice. So I come here. So, and it was just like after every class for 5 minutes, he would just do some, like experimental work. And that was the magic show that kept, I kept going on and on for. And still, he organizes Cali Meets. Everybody should come and attend the magic show that he does over there. So every time he explores a new tool or a new topic, and he gives a free workshop sometimes in Lodi Garden, sometimes in Delhi Heart. So people should just, come for his meets. I always keep them posted on my wall. So do attend that. It's just fun to watch. You don't want to do it, don't do it, but come and see. Always explore new arts. I think that's the most important thing.
Yes.
And Bhavini has been a good mentor to me. Like she's educated me a lot about, how the body moves and how to train yourself. I always send her something or the other for Guru Purnima because I really see a good mentor in her. So, these people have really inspired me all through my life.
Okay, awesome. Also, now that you've mentioned Bhavini, I know personally that you both have had a long-standing association with each other, you with UDC and Bhavini, and we all love your work. You've been the backbone of BFAB, so again, one of the biggest college competitions of Delhi, of India. You've been the backbone of that, from creatives to photographs to judge sheets to 40 feet banners to those huge, magnificent checks that you made that the students love,
It's
to the
all
trophy.
from her brain.
It was amazing. I'd like to say that again. It is, for me, it's unimaginable how you managed to do that and how to make that. And I can quote Bhavini on that, by
Oh
the way.
yeah, this.
I have a quote for you.
Yay!
Is that whether it was making
Oh
post.
look, Bhavni ma'am just joined.
Oh
Oh
my
my
Timing.
god.
Timing.
So she
Wow.
said whether it was making posters or designing the artwork, she was looked at by all the dance choreographers as this one woman army. She made Dance Explosion BFAB one of the most artistic and dynamic events because of her artwork, the 30 feet checks, trophies, judge sheets, making those beautiful giveaways for the mentors. It's almost mesmerizing. And oh, I remember the other narration decor that you did, which was appreciated by all the people, who had come for the show. So that was. Do you want to maybe talk a little about that, of how you
So
managed to put
see,
that whole
BFAB was always, I would look at Bhavini's mood, and if you talk to her, it's always been, something cosmic that both of us were always on the same tangent. We were thinking about the same colors. We were thinking about the same look and feel, and that was nothing that we were planning. Okay, all the three, four that we've done so far, it's always been cosmic. Like, the second one, I was like, I feel geometric and orange. That is how the conversation actually started. And she's like, wow, I was planning the same thing, and, that's how.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Is it on our end?
I don't think so. Because people are still typing, no? Stuti got stuck on our screen. Yes, you're back. Yes.
For a bit.
Yeah.
So, what was the last thing you guys heard? How cosmically the design elements aligned was
Yes,
the,
yes,
Geometric and
yes.
orange.
yeah,
Geometric.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how BFAB always happened. And I always told her that, it's a live creature that will take care of itself, on its own. You don't have to worry, don't bother about too many things, and it will just keep happening because the idea and the purpose behind that event is so huge that nothing can stop it. And having that kind of an energy, Bhavini's energy to support something is anyway more than enough to do a lot of big things. So that's one thing. And then Ardhanareshwar. So I was lucky enough to see a few rehearsals. And Sangeeta Banerjee's photographs, everybody's seen how stunning they are and so powerful. And on the show this time, I did not want to photograph because I really wanted to enjoy the show, although I was at the counter selling tickets. So I missed, like 4 5 minutes of it. But when I went inside and the whole thing, when I was looking at it during the morning hours of the rehearsal, that is, you ask Bhavini, we did the whole decor on the same day morning, right? So ek din
Bhavni ma'am
pehle
says, how did you manage 1500 props?
magic.
Same question.
Baby, your energy, your energy. It is your energy. It's nothing. I was just the source. It just happened.
It
That's it.
she'll never accept, no? Kriti, you're extremely kind.
अरे but इसमें kind expect
And you're
करने जैसा
downplaying your
कुछ है ही
talents.
नहीं. हाँ?
And you're downplaying your talents.
No, it's not downplaying. It's actually like that. If something is not supposed to happen, it will not. अगर light ना होती उन 7 days, तो मैं क्या कर लेती? Meaning, it's always, some universe is pushing you through some projects, and it does. Believe in it. Now that she's saying they were 1500, I feel it was inhumanly possible.
Thank God Shruti said that. Yes.
And they were not
But it did
huge
work out,
props,
na?
they were those huge props.
But then it did work out because, there was the whole universe helping me through it. What if my brothers were somewhere traveling around, See, everybody was there, and the timing is always right for things to fall into place.
She's saying, Bhavini says she's an amazing conceptualizer.
See, concepts is something that I get inspired from. So if you give me something as powerful as Ardhanareshwar, obviously that would stir something in me. I'm not like somebody who will not be moved by something strong and powerful. So if it moves me, I move something else. It's like a chain reaction. So if your performance is not moving me, if your idea does not stir any emotion in me, how will I perform with it? I will not be able to do that. It's just that simple.
So it's a ripple effect, you're saying.
It is. It is. Imagine if your choreographer is not somebody who's giving you that energy, giving you that power, not giving you that voice. How will you perform like that? You will not be able to do that. So you will see each choreographer's dancers will have a different feeling altogether.
Yes.
Your mind gets trained with what you're absorbing. So that's the key. Always work with people you like, people who inspire you, and you will see your own work will become much, much, much better. So it's always the people around you who lift you up.
Wow. Beautiful. Thank you.
Do you have anything to say to the current generation of artists? Anything they can follow?
Yeah, I just want to say, don't become an Instagram account. Explore more than Instagram. I've seen a lot of artists who have understood. Look, if you see my feed, you will see that each post is different. It's in a different mood. It is in a different tool. Abhi, I'm just posting calligraphy. I'm planning to put up more of my work on Say Hey to Art from now. But everything is different. You will not be able to say it is the same person doing the same thing, because I am personally not an Instagram account. I don't care if people recognize or think that it is the same person doing with the same aesthetic or not. I want to show the world that one person is capable of doing so much more. That is my message. It will come out eventually, and I have faith in it. So that's it. You just have to figure out what you want to say to the world, and you will be able to say it through your art. That's the beauty of being artists.
Wow.
Mhm.
So I had a question. You are multi-skilled and you're multi-talented. So what led to what? Is it because you're multi-talented that you developed your skill set, or because I remember you telling that you
It's
said
for
you get
me, it's
bored?
like I get bored very easily and I get inspired very quickly. So, the moment I get inspired, I start working towards it. Right? So I will start working towards it. So recently, like with calligraphy, what happened was my handwork has never been good. I can execute what I'm thinking. Like I know how all the technical bits of making something on a wall. Like I know how to stencil it out. I know every possible thing you can do with it. But I could never do things with my hand in one single flow. So this lockdown, I just sat down on it. I like, no, now this is more than enough. I really need to be good at this, right? If you see that graffiti we made in Smoke on Water of Slash, that was all stencil work, right? Although that too took a lot of mind because I was making layers and layers of stencils and everything, but the result is fine. But now I'm at a point where I can actually draw it out, right? So, being an artist is not just about being good at one thing. You also need to be good at a lot of peripheral things. You need to understand the periphery industries. You need to understand how can you get results that are simpler. I was never into handwork because I knew that things could be done digitally, right? So it is simpler to do things digitally. But the moment your your hands are just like magic. The moment they get into your work, you will see you start developing a signature flow. You start developing some styling which digital world does not offer you, right? So these things are very, very important, and everybody should try to understand all this and thoda sa explore karo. Just keep exploring more and more and more, and you'll be somewhere.
Okay. So explore more.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and let people give you work. Let people exploit you. Let them give you something challenging. कि ये करके दिखाओ तो करके दिखा दो, and it is definitely possible. There is no big deal with it. So basics are three things. One is your time management, one is your organizing, and third is your passion towards doing something. And if you have these three, you can actually do anything. It's no biggie. Haven't you guys prepared for a show on the second day, just in 2 days, on the same day morning? Haven't you changed your choreographies? कि ये scene हटा के ये वाला डाल देते हैं. And you are like 25 heads involved in that. I'm just one that single head. So if things like that can happen, that's so amazing for me, कि ये कैसे हो जाता है. मेरे को अभी तक I can't remember the chronology of steps. It's so difficult for me to do that. So see, everybody will have something that they are good at. So just accept yours and have fun with it.
We're going to keep that in mind. Thank you.
Bhavani ma'am says she is a prodigy.
Thank you.
And she also said that you're also a brilliant videographer. In the middle, she said that.
So with videography, I don't do it professionally as yet, but I have a very simple formula in my head when I'm making a video. I just shoot what I like to see. I just shoot what I want to see, whether it's a close-up, whether it's a wide shot. It's like if you're sitting in a actual theater and you're watching a performance, there is something that catches the eye. Sit down, take a deep breath, observe what is catching your eye, and incorporate that in your performance, and people will just look at you. It's just that simple. It's that simple. So when I am clicking a video, it's not about the person who's on the lead or who's on the side. There is something about everybody that is unique. So the moment that uniqueness is happening, I just try to go there and shoot that. That's videography for me.
What an interesting insight. Really?
Okay.
Thank you. Anything else you'd like to share with our audience that you feel is important to get out there?
Get out there.
To be said more
Learn
of.
new skills. Learn new skills is very important because the moment you are out there, there is something you will need to have to be able to talk about.
Bhavani ma'am says, ask her what in makeup does she like.
I don't like makeup. This is the only makeup that Bhavni has taught me. I can do kajal now. I can do eyeliner.
Anjul
Once in a while,
said,
I can
my
do lipstick.
granddaughter is inspired by you.
Thank you, Anjali ji.
Okay, what is this? Okay. Yes.
Sorry.
No problem. Also, what's the next question?
It's really awesome to listen to you, Stuti.
Thank you.
So currently, do you have you hired people? Are you working with some people, or are you still managing single-handedly?
Mostly single-handedly, but now I have two interns who are helping me, and I have Rutvi and Sayan. So both of them are really amazing and very curious and hungry to learn. So that's the only thing I look for in people. So if somebody really wants to learn, they will. So that's why I have a lot of faith in people who love to learn. So they're interning with me. I hope they get to learn something from me.
I hope you're watching this live.
Okay, someone from the audience sent us a question. He's asking few ways through which artists can earn despite this pandemic situation.
So, okay, first of all, it depends what is your art. Is that person a dancer? Do we know that?
Yeah, he is a dancer. Yes.
All right. So, first of all, being a dancer, you have a lot of avenues that people don't explore. Number one, going on YouTube, your fitness industry, all these common ones, and then you have your Instagram, then you have paid promotions, then you have barter systems, and a lot of other things. But as a dancer, you can also do a lot of work in fashion. People follow dancers for their fashion statements. You can give people styling suggestions. That's a very good profession. You can teach people about fitness. You can talk to people about healing injuries. You can talk to people about, see, every person, every art form will have one amplified segment that only they are facing, right? So I did martial arts for a very long time, and I still try to do something or the other in martial arts. So what happens is the moment you do that, you explore a certain muscle, a certain core, you explore an injury, you explore how the ankle moves, how much can you actually do with your body. So, it's very important to understand a lot of things before getting into it. And there are a lot of people who will not get into it. For them, they will face those same problems also. So you can be the healer, you can be the problem solver for them and just give them a direct solution without making them go through that rigorous experience. So you just have to figure out what are you understanding through your own art. Art is definitely there to express, but then you also understand a lot of things. So those things you can capture on, and whatever you are capturing on, you can monetize that for yourself. So people can write content, people can do a zillion things, like if he wants, he can DM me directly and tell me a little more about what he does. So I'll probably be able to help him better on, like what all he can monetize for himself.
So is it okay if the people in our audience send you questions regarding their
Of
personal?
course, if
Would
I'm
you?
able to help, why not?
Wow, amazing! Everybody, I hope you're listening. Send in your
Yeah.
questions, DM her, and she is the best person to answer all your questions regarding whether it's income, whether it's being exploring more, whatever it is coming
Yeah,
from
you
her.
can also read what I write. I keep writing a lot. So it's on Stuti's page. And there was one thing that I wrote recently. I'll just tell you guys, it might help a lot of people. So it's just one line as simple as, if people who could make a difference were to sit idle, where will the world end up to be? Right? So if
Wow.
you need help, go and ask. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या होगा? Nobody will help you, na? In the process of asking for help, you will figure it out yourself. It's that simple. So just keep doing things. It's okay.
We have another question for you. How good is art as a career explored in India?
Art is the best career anybody could have. Everybody on this earth is jealous of us. That is why they keep asking us funny questions. How much money you make and all that. They don't see how satisfied we are. They don't see how happy we are. That's
I
what
think
that
this
makes
pandemic
them
made them realize they realized the importance of
of
artists.
art. Yeah, people have suffered so much, mental health and all this. If they were, just pursuing one art form just for fun, not for money, even just for fun, it has been such a big thing. Like
Yeah,
if I was not making art through the pandemic, I would have gone crazy, man. Matlab,
definitely.
life feels so purposeless.
People have
So see,
managed to.
art is an amazing career. You just have to hone the right skills. You just have to understand how to manage your money. You just have to understand how to start, monetizing yourself, and that's it. It's not a big deal. The world has gone digital, I'm repeating. The world is where you're selling. It's not about being in India.
We have another question. How to manage funds? How do you
How
manage
to
your
See, I just focus on consistency. I don't focus on screwing myself up. I don't focus on oversaving. There are certain targets in my head that I always write down that, this year I should be able to save this much. And I have never put into my savings more than 5% or 10% of my income. I want to be happy with what I'm making, right? So I don't want to screw my expenses. So suppose I'll give you one simple funda that helped me a lot. So if suppose today I bought a phone, right? And it is something worth 40 grand. So how much money is 40 grand? Is it your 1 month salary? What is it to you, right? It is some amount to you, right? So what I do is that I know my phone will run for 3 years. And today I bought a phone. So in a span of 3 years, how many, thousands I just need to invest like 1,000 every month. And anyway, I will have, 36,000 by the end of 3 years. So that's it. So I just invest that 1,000 today so that after 3 years, I don't have to take out my salary or my money or my income from anywhere. And it's just like 1,000 a month, pata bhi nahi chalta, it goes there. So that recurring, I called it my phone recurring. So I know after 3 years, I need to update, so I will update. So like similarly for my laptop, for my shoes, I even have a fixed deposit for my shoes, frankly.
Wow.
Sport shoes, something as simple. Acha wala lena hai, it will come out to be 5-6 grand, right? So 100 rupees a month is the cost of your shoe. It will just run for 2 years, right? So you just need to be very thoughtful about how much are you spending on what every month. That's it. It's no biggie. You'll be able to figure out a lot of things. Just be consistent with that one saving, and that is just 500 rupees a month. If you can take out for something you will not touch for 10 years, you'll be in a very safe space after 5 years.
We have another question. Have you ever felt uncomfortable stepping out of your comfort zone?
Oh, so see, I have always quoted this, that to learn something new is always the most irritating thing, right? So be patient while you're learning something new, and always be impatient to start learning something new, right? So both the things work together. And I've always been uncomfortable. Ki, okay, like I need to start doing this. So I'm always uncomfortable. Ki, oh shit, I have to do this. People will judge me and all this, all this, all this. But then, like it's okay. You get over it. And the more you do this, the more you keep exploring, your uncomfort level will just vanish after a point in time. You will understand that, today I'm here, tomorrow I will be there, because you've gone through that process a zillion times. So you understand there is a beginner stage. So you accept your beginner stage. No? What is the harm? Suppose today I start learning hip hop. Okay. I know I will look horrible, but I've accepted it. I know after 3 years I'll be fine at it. It's that simple. Who cares? It's just your own personal journey. Just focus on that. That's the only thing that you need to focus on. There will be no uncomfort after that.
And during that discomfort, again, a follow-up question to that: how do you handle rejection as an artist?
I don't know what is rejection. What is rejection? Who rejects you? कौन है ये लोग?
For dancers, there are auditions. That's very clear rejections we have. For musicians, there are auditions.
See, they
For
are not rejections. See,
actors,
again, I told you that it's a graph. So this person, suppose, is hiring somebody he wants here, who's here, It's not a rejection. It's just a notification to you that you have to be from here to here. That's it. You don't have to see it like a rejection. It's not a rejection. It is just a awareness. It's just a reality check for you that you are not there right now. You will be there if you stay honest with what you're doing. That's it. What is rejection? There is no rejection.
Wow.
See, when I started with calligraphy, my work I've always been a very experimental person. I don't do original scripts. I hate doing that. The reason is that is something, being a graphic designer for 12 years, I can just type it out in 2 seconds. You're understanding? But I enjoy my imperfections. The more imperfect I am, the more you will be able to connect with me, because that is something you don't see on a computer screen.
Wow.
Right. So you have to figure out what is your imperfect and enjoy that. Enjoy your imperfections. That is what makes you unique. सब लोग एक जैसा ही चामक दावड़ दिखेंगे तो it will just look like a show, but nobody will feel anything out of it. If you want to feel something, you need to enjoy the uniqueness of each person over there.
Very well said.
Thank you.
We're way over time. So I feel it's time to kind of wrap this up. Yeah. I feel
All
there's so much we can discuss about, so cannot wait to have you back on this platform.
I think we should do a topic-wise thing. I think it was a very spiritual talk we did today.
It was also
we
get to know you more, get to know your work more, which is what we need also, and other things as well. But from next time, and of course, passive income was one topic we covered. Maybe we can delve more into it the next time.
Next time, I think you can delve more into one art form and passive incomes associated to that art form. Plus, we can talk a little more about pricing art. How do we price art? How much do you charge? And who do you deal with? That's also a very important thing that I feel that people are not very much aware about.
Definitely. So, do you have any parting words for us?
Learn one new thing every day.
Awesome. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try. I'd
Try
actually
to and keep it simple. Keep it something 5 minutes, 2 minutes. You don't have to invest too much into it, but do it. Do it consistently. You will be addicted to it in no time.
I actually read somewhere that if you learn one new thing every day, your chances of getting successful are 99% more.
No,
I'm
it's not about chances of getting successful. It is again rhetorical that your acceptance of failure is higher.
But in life generally, not maybe at a
In
particular-
life is what I'm saying. Your acceptance of failure becomes very nice. You understand, today I'm here, tomorrow I will be there. Right? So it's not about success. Success is measured. If you start putting numbers on success, there is no end to it. But you just have to understand कि कहाँ से, where are you planning to go? See, there is no rejection. It's just about acceptance, acceptance, acceptance. The more new things you learn, you understand that today this was new, I failed at it. So what? So, there was this very funny incident with my niece. She was just 2-year-old. And we were talking in some funny, we were trying to teach a proper accent that don't speak Totla anymore. So there was some funny word that we spoke and she was not able to, pronounce it. So she said, Abhi main choti hu na. So, that really clicked in my head that today, yeah, I'm here. I know I will be able to do it tomorrow. So it's okay. It's just about what you choose to do.
Garima says, you always rock, darling.
Thank you, Garima.
Someone also says, this was really good. And someone also says,
I think
wow.
Another one says, wow. Another one says, damn. This simple example says everything.
Yes, of how you managed your funds, of putting in money 3 years in advance. For that, she had said that.
Because right now I just have to put in 1,000 rupees, right? And that time I would have to take out 36,000, 40,000 from somewhere else, which will be a challenge. So let me just keep my life stress free. That's the simple goal.
So thank you, Stuti. We had so much to learn from you today. I think it was
Most
an
welcome.
It's,
I
it's,
learned
al-
a lot from you guys also today.
always
You did?
inspiring. It's always inspiring sharing space with you, Sati. Really, genuinely. So
Most
inspiring.
welcome. You're most welcome to come over and enjoy my mess also. Like if you see the kind of mess I'm living in these days is too much. Puneet visited me recently.
Is it why you call it Musketeers?
Yeah, so no, so essentially the name was discovered on a phone call with one of my good childhood friends. And the point was that I was like, I just want to have a goal that we are creating stuff out of random things which are kept in your space. That was what I had in mind. So mess is something which was just there, some random stuff you don't need, and tears is for scissors. So I would just cut out your mess and make something. That was mess tears.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
Uh, wow.
And again, I think just a reminder for everybody who wants to buy something, there is 50% and 100% cashback availability on Musketeers. The link is pinned. Whoever wants to go buy, it's only available till 12 a.m. tonight. So hurry up
Yeah,
and
and
go
you
to
can
get
DM
ours.
me if you want to. You can DM these two, or you can DM me if you
And you
want to
all
know the
gotta
terms
buck
and
up, huh?
conditions.
Because we are ready with our phones, so you all gotta buck up and do it as soon as
Do it,
possible.
do it.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Please, guys, save this session. My cuties in one frame. Here in Inspiration Stuti. Wow,
Who
so
is
many
saying
comments.
that?
Garima.
Garima.
Oh God,
And
thank you,
also
Garima.
one more comment. This was therapeutic in some way.
I have been hearing a lot of this on Clubhouse also. Like people have started saying that you are therapy when you are here. It's like, okay, I should charge
I
for this
think
now.
there's something about your vibe. I mean, even if we
Well,
don't talk, even if there's silence, there's something soothing and relaxing. I don't know. Do you feel that?
I think I think I have developed this thing of just absorbing more than I radiate, more than I want to rebel. So it's okay for me. Like I've started accepting a lot of things.
And
So
also, we
it is, I think,
have,
huh?
Right.
What?
no, I was saying maybe because we also have this immense comfort zone with us,
Yeah,
with
yeah,
you. So,
of course.
so we,
Of
feel- we
course.
definitely, I'm sure everyone was inspired. Another one says the talk was really inspiring. Thank you.
Thank you. I think
Exactly.
that's Ritesh.
There's something.
There is something, definitely.
Okay.
Not
There
denying that.
must be. There should be.
Okay, before we start having a spiritual conversation, I guess we'd end the live
Yeah.
here. It was amazing. Thank you so much for joining us on the Artist Inside You platform. A big
Thank
thank you
you.
to Puneet for having all of us here.
Yes.
And yes,
Thank you, Puneet. Thank you for being so sincere with what you're doing. It's really a very good effort that he puts in a lot of effort with whatever he's doing. So that's something awesome.
super.
Yay!
Thank you,
We had a
Stuti.
great time having a chat with you. I hope you did too.
Awesome. Of course. Of course.
And the audience definitely enjoyed it. And we are going to see you soon, super soon. Yes?
Azo. Come
Yes,
over to the studio someday.
we are planning that. Thank you.
Yeah. All
Thank you.
right. See you. Bye, Nayan.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye. Good
Bye
night.
Bye.
bye.